New penalties imposed in case of violations by media companies. The UAE Media Law under Federal Decree Law No. 55 of 2023 on the regulation of media, UAE Media Law, lists out several do's and don'ts regarding the materials to be published by media entities. Under Article 17 of the UAE Media Law, whoever practices an activity or a profession in the field of media must abide by the media content standards, which are as follows. They must respect the divine entity as well as the Islamic beliefs and the heavenly religions, and other beliefs. Media content must not abuse or cause insult to these beliefs. First-time violation may result in a fine of 100,000 Emirati dirhams. Repetition of the offense may result in fines of up to 1 million Emirati dirhams. Respect for the regime of the country, and the symbols thereof, as well as the government institutions and the supreme interest of UAE and the UAE community. First-time violation may result in a fine of 50,000 Emirati dirhams. Respect for the orientation and policy of the UAE, at the local and international levels. First-time violation may result in a fine of 50,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must not perform any act that affects the foreign relations of the UAE. First-time violation may result in a fine of 30,000 Emirati dirhams. Respect for the culture and civilization heritage of the UAE, as well as the national identity. First-time violation may result in a fine of 30,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must not publish any content that is deemed offensive to national unity and social cohesion. First-time violation may result in a fine of 30,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must not incite sectarian, regional or tribal conflicts, violence, hatred, terrorist acts, or propagate a spirit of discord among the community members. First-time violation may result in a fine of 100,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must not offend the values of the UAE community, and must take the public interest into consideration. Media entities must not offend the legal, economic, judiciary and security system of the UAE. First-time violation may result in a fine of 30,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must ensure respect for the privacy rules in whatever is related to the private life of individuals. Media entities must not publish any matter that incites anyone to commit crimes or encourage killing, rape, and use of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances. Media entities must not publish, broadcast, or share expressions, photos, drawings, or opinions that breach the public morals or that corrupt the morals of the youths or that advocate or promote destructive thoughts. Media entities must not publish, broadcast, or circulate fake news or falsified papers that are incorrectly attributed to entities and persons. Media entities must not publish, broadcast or share whatever offends the national currency or the economic status of the UAE. Media entities must not publish rumors or fake news. First-time violation may result in a fine of 10,000 Emirati dirhams. Media entities must follow any other standards determined in the implementing regulation of the UAE Media Law. In May of 2025, the UAE government enforced Cabinet Decision No. 42 of 2025, Cabinet Decision, on the list of violations and administrative penalties for actions that occur in breach of the provisions of the UAE Media Law. The decision clearly states that these penalties apply to individuals, media facilities and establishments, as well as media outlets that exercise media activities in the UAE, including the free zones, for the acts that violate the provisions of the media law and its related regulations. Administrative fines. Article 3 of the Cabinet Decision lays down the administrative penalties in relation to the media law. It states that the competent authority may impose administrative fines on those breaching the provisions of the UAE Media Law, and may double the administrative fine that is imposed on the offender in case of repeating the violation before the lapse of 1 year from the date of committing the same previous violation.
For more of our latest updates, like and subscribe to this channel.